Hi Sam.
Hi, Kishore. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm pretty fine too, thanks. So yesterday I had a good day, so
Yeah,
well,
it's okay.
so I apologizes for that. So let's we can continue.
Yeah,
So
it's okay, no problem.
hey, Kishore. So I share with you the training calendar. So
Right.
I'm not sure what the training calendar you have. But I did want to share with you this training calendar in order to give us an idea what will be the approach of the training or what way we should follow, something like the which way we have to follow. So I would like to see what is the next point where we are going to see that point. So because my interest is complete this training as soon as possible, and but more important is to get the understanding, to get the business concept first, why we are doing these things, why we are doing those things, this kind of things, and and
Yeah, I saw your samples. The sample 1, 2, 3. I think the sample 2 is better. You're given with that timings also.
yeah. Give me a second, please.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. This is the sample you have given. Sample 2 that this topics is fine, and I have added one more topic that called capacity planning.
Okay.
Okay.
And the topics contained in the sample tree are included in this approach and this scope.
Once again, please. Yeah, the topics which are here, yeah, this will be included in our training, and you are given the timings also. That is more or fine,
Yeah,
and just more or less it will be the same. The timings maybe it slightly increase also.
that's fine.
So the overall time here I just increased. It may take 1 hour instead of 1 hour, 2 hours. It may take,
Okay.
and yeah, remaining almost same, but it may increase little bit, but
Yeah.
it's okay. So total together I increased 1 hour plus 2 hours, so it will be 17 to 20 hours. It may take 17 to 20 hours.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and this part I will teach you in the final.
Okay.
Yeah, this fine. The first these parts, and then SIF will cover the SIF. Then we'll come to the APO and we'll start the planning, and then deployment, TLB, and SIF queue management, this safety, interchangeability, and the configurations.
Okay. And
Yeah, and the alerts, and then
okay.
macros,
Okay.
then capacity planning. Okay, this is more or less looks very much pretty fine. So yeah, we'll follow this one. But only thing is here, the some topics maybe I will cover earlier than this one. See here, this CTM and optimizer I will try to cover in the final part, because this actually the server is not available, but I will teach you the theoretical part, because in the test system, the CTM server and optimizer server will not be available generally. So it will be a separate server. Generally, any projects they go for a CTM or optimizer, they will implement a they will install a new server for this one. So that generally will not be available in the test systems, but overall front end will be available. So I will tell you how to do and what are the things you need to configure, and what are the basics, master data, and everything. I will explain you in our training sessions. So that's why I will teach this in the final part. So remaining all more or less will go on the same way.
Okay, one question about the topic number 5. So
Yeah.
you say the only possible that you can do is explain me the configuration for CTM and optimizer.
Yes,
It,
configuration and basic setting everything, but execution part may not be available. Will
it
not be available because
not
this is
exist.
a test system.
Oh, okay.
In real time, if any projects they go for a CTM or optimizer, they will install a new server along with this APO.
Okay, that's the real reason
Yeah,
because the capacity. So we don't have another server to make the testing.
right.
Okay, fine. Okay, the task strip number 3 and sample 3. So can you have a look?
Three.
Yeah. No. I mean the tab
Yeah.
strip. The tab strip in the Excel sheet. The Excel sheet number
Uh-huh,
3.
this one.
So yeah, that's the topics
Uh,
that I think this is more detail. And my question is if these topics that
uh,
we are seeing here they are included in the sample number 2.
yeah, all are almost included.
Almost everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I just checked it, and I have added a new one also, that is a capacity leveling, which was not there. This one I have added. Okay.
Okay. And for the next class, could you complete this sample number 2 with the sample number 3 activities? So in order to have an idea and get only one version of this Excel sheet. So maybe you can share with me,
Uh,
send me an email.
okay. So I thought since already all of them included in the sample too, so I have not
Okay.
touched this one. So how exactly you want this one?
No, because you mentioned there is certain points in this sample number 3 that are not included in sample number 2. So I would like to include it.
No, I'm saying it's already all of them included
Okay.
mostly.
Okay.
Only the capacity leveling which was not there in any of the sample.
Okay.
So I just included that one.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, so then we are going to follow this sample number 2. We take as the
Yeah.
official training calendar and estimate hours. That are okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Fine. So when do you estimate? So if we take daily, so we can complete this SNAP.
Yeah, if we take weekly, continuously 5 days, 5 days in a week. Okay,
Okay.
means so 5 days, 5 hours means it will be completed in 4 weeks. Within 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay.
Within 4 weeks means we are in this week 1, 2, 3 September first week. By September second week, we'll try to finish.
Okay.
Second mid of September.
Okay. Now, fine. And if you make some changes to this Excel sheet, you can send to me, or if not,
Sure.
I can take the Excel sheet that I have, and then we can start.
Okay.
So we can start just to have an idea what is the next topics and
Yeah, sure. I will just adjust the topics here and there, and I will send it to you.
okay.
Means the
Then
order I will change and I will send it to you.
okay. Currently, in what stage we are in this training calendar? So
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, there are two ways of telling you. One is first starting with the SIF and then come to the this master data of APO. but we already discussed in I generally I will discuss APO master data first, and then I will start SIF. So we already discussed SIF, though I thought of we already discussed the master data how to create in APO. So we'll just is it as it as a begin. We'll start with this
Okay.
SIF, and then we'll continue, because this overview we already discussed. Is it anything we need to discuss over here?
Okay. Okay.
So I will start with the SIF. That's what am I thinking. So I will start with the SIF. We'll continue this one,
Okay. Would
and
you
then
would you
then
okay,
these things.
fine. Would you mind to start again with the integration model or master data location? Okay, we already did master data
Yes.
location,
Yeah. Even
transportation
then
lane.
we have done. Yeah. Through this SIF integration model, we'll cover the master data also. How to transfer these locations, products, and
Okay.
then PPMs, all these things.
Okay, I don't remember what was the last time, but I think
Uh
the
huh.
one activity we couldn't
Yeah.
not perform, and so you
We
mentioned you will fix your spot time.
right, that one. We got a new server.
Okay,
Actually, yeah. So what was the discussion we were having is we created a locations and products, and then we created a transportation lanes, and we tried to release the forecast from demand planning to SNP.
that's right. Yeah,
That
you're right.
time, yeah, we got an error. Now it is working fine. So
Okay,
since we have this schedule, I will start with the SIF, okay, and then we'll cover the locations products again, which previously we created directly in APO. Now we'll shift from ECC system.
okay. Then, what is gonna be the class for today? The complete the last time the releasing because I think
That will cover again.
okay, right,
So
perfect.
we'll start with the SIF.
Okay. Okay.
The releasing part here not there, but we'll cover that again before starting any this heuristic step.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because uh, it looks fine for me when you try to explain to me when you explain to me the
Yeah.
overview first to understand the business concept and something like this. So it's up to you if you want to start again or if you want continue with the explanation and then start again. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll start with the entire thing. Means along with this SIF,
Okay.
we'll start the what we discussed also.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
Yeah. Now I will start with this one. So SIF, the basic concept of SIF is to transfer the data between ECC and APO,
Yeah.
which transfer from ECC to APO. So there are two types of data we generally transfer. One is master data, another one is transaction data. And here, master data will always go from ECC to APO. It will never come back from APO to ECC. It is always a one-way transfer. But the transaction data can flow between the system. Either it can come from APO to ECC or it can go from ECC to APO. But master data always goes from ECC to APO. It never comes from APO to ECC. And here one more thing, the SIF, in the SIF, if you have a 10,000 combination, which includes finished products, semi-finished products, raw materials. So here no need to send all of them to the APO. It depends on the project to project. Some projects they will send only finished and semi-finished. may not plan for the raw materials in API system. So they will transfer only finished and semi finished. So here in the SIF, which materials, what kind of materials you want to transfer into the APO, that you need to define in the SIF integration models. So whatever the data in ECC, if you want to transfer to the APO, that first need to be activate in the SIF integration model. So here you have a control. You have a control to send which you have a control to filter which kind of data you want to transfer to the API system. So that will define in the SIF integration model. So first here the steps are there. How to transfer the ECC data to APO. First you need to create a integration model and activate these are the two steps. So for this one we have it, some few T codes are available which we generally use for the SIF integration model, which are CFM1, CFM2, CFM3, CFM4. So these are the T codes we use for the integration models. Okay, so here these are all available only in ECC system, which are not available in APO. So we'll go to the CFM1. This is the area. So here you will define the server name and the model name what you want to send, and these are the elements, these which are you will take which one you want to transfer to the API system. As example, if you are transferring a materials, then you will take this one. If you are transferring a locations, then you will take this one. So here you have a two types of data. One is master data, which covers still here, and then the down part all are mostly transaction data. So here basically you need to transfer different kind of data, like first locations, that is plant, warehouse, or a customer, those things, and then products, then maybe a resource, and a PPM or a PDS. PPM is a old model now, nobody are using, so we using only PDS now. So these are the types. So these are the master data, and transaction data like planned order, production order, and sales order, stocks, different things. Planned orders, production orders, sales orders, purchase orders or purchase requisitions. So these are different data. So all will be available here only. You need to tick which data you want to transfer. So anyhow you want to transfer all these things, you can take all of them at once also. I want to transfer materials, I want to transfer locations, I want to transfer PPM, PDS, all will be, you can tick, but that is not correct way. The correct way is to tick only one option for each one integration model. When you are transferring materials, create the integration model, but only tick for the material only. And for the plants, create another integration model and tick for the plants. Likewise, each kind of data, each kind of this data, you need to have a separate integration models. if you are transferring 15-20 different kind of data, then you should have a 15-20 different integration models. Okay, so now first we'll send the materials. Okay, first of all I will create a one material mm01. Thousand plant and storage location is 3001. Finished product. I'm just giving the required mandatory data. So for generally APO materials, the material type will be mostly it will be a EXO. Our material is 320. Yeah, one finished product. Now we will create a semi-finished. For the same plant 1000. So now we have two materials, 2320 and 2321. Two 320, 2321. Yeah, here this thing three are mandatory. You need to fill. The first one is generally you can fill anything which through which we can identify what integration model it is. So this is now we are transferring a materials. So we can type here as a materials. Alright, you can type as a what kind of material it is. So I am choosing M for master data underscore MAT. Just yes for your integration model. I'm just mentioning anything you can mention. So here this logical server should be a APO logical server. Now we are using this one. The APO logical server is this one. APO client 800. Choose that one, and the bottom also you can choose. Like here in this is a materials related to the semi-finished or finished. Then you can in the down you can mention okay all are related to the materials. You can give as a MAT. Anything you can give through which you should be able to identify what integration model it is. That is the only basic thing. And then save this as an integration model. Before saving we have ticked for materials and give the material numbers 2320 and 2321. Plant 1000. Anything filters you want to give you can give here, otherwise you can leave it. But in the production system we'll give these things also to control the materials. So here we generally give here only we have two materials, so directly I have given two. But in real time, it will be a range. Some like example, if our material range is from 1000 to 10,000, then we'll just simply give from 1000 to 10,000 range. All the material should go, but the material type will be EXO, only EXO materials or any material specific that we'll give here to control the master data which sends to the API system. So if you don't want to send a material which is not a EXO, then we simply give here EXO, then remaining the materials which are not in EXO will not go into the API system. Like that you can control which kind of data you want to transfer to the API system. Okay. So here I am given and save this integration model. Sam I'm giving just to identify this integration model is for you. That's it. Materials. Save the integration model. Now is this execute. So here two integration model available. Two materials are available in this integration model. Okay. If you want to see what are those two materials, just click on this number. It will show you. Okay. 2320 and 2321. These are the two materials which are going to the API system. So now you need to generate first, then activate. First generate. Okay, integration model is generated. Now to activate, the second T code is called CFM2. CFM2. Choose the same model, logical name, and the application name what you are given. But generally we came immediately, so automatically it will be copied. Otherwise you have to give these things and then execute. Double click on this material. So here it will come. The status is X, means it is inactive status. Means the data is not transferred to the API system. It is inactive status. So we need to make as an active. Click on here and send to the API system. Once you start, it will go to the API system. Start. So is done. Application log message is written. So the data gone to the API system. It is green. If any errors, it will pop up there itself. But it is activated. Now the status is means it is in active status. Go to the API system. You can check the same material. T1 or path is products. So 2320 and 1000. So it came. Once you go into the display, it came. It has created today only. This is the date. Okay, that's how we can identify this. Okay, it's updated to the API system. You can check the other materials also. 2321. That is also available. Now it has transferred to the API system. Means if you see the activation, this model active, it will be automatically set to active for the model 000. When it comes from the AC system, no need to activate this again. But if you are creating manually, you need to activate that.
Okay.
So this is already came. So here, before sending a material, you need to send to the locations first. But since the location 1000 is already available in API system, I just started with the materials. Otherwise, first you have to transfer the location, then products, because the products will come along with the location. In ECC, we will create a product along with any other location, either a plant location or a warehouse location, like that. So that's why first we need to transfer to the location, then products. Now this is available.
Okay. Basically, we first create these materials in ECC, then we
Yeah.
integrate, then we include these materials in the an integration model in the SIF one, and
Yeah.
then we activate this in the CF2 and the transaction.
Yes. CFM.
Yeah, they were activate there, and
Yes.
we click on the start button to transfer to SNAP. Once to SNAP, so we have to activate again. Well, we have to activate this object in APO. Now,
No need to activate. It will be activate automatically. No need to activate anywhere. I'm just showing it is already activated.
they already activate. Yeah, that's right. But you mentioned so we have to activate there, or oh no, we don't need
No.
to activate
Activate here integration model
in ECC.
in the CFM2. That's it.
Okay,
This
but
one I told this one.
okay, once you transfer for the first time this object to APO, you not need to do anything. So they are
Yeah.
already
No
there.
need to do.
Okay.
Once it is active, then automatically whatever the changes you do in the material master, it will be transferred to the API system.
Right. Yeah. Every time we
Okay.
have to do changes, so we have to try to activate. Yeah, that's right. So well, now.
Yeah. No. Whenever you do any changes to the same material,
Okay.
okay, no need to transfer through integration model, because there is a setting available.
Okay.
Because of that setting, always whatever I do changes, it will immediately
All right.
transfer to the API system.
Okay. Okay.
That setting we'll discuss later.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's okay.
that is C. Okay, that I will discuss later.
Okay. Fine. Continue,
So,
please.
but here for the material master, whatever the changes you do, say example, if I want to do this change here, instead of X, if I want to transfer E, okay, before transferring, just check what it is in APO. 2321. The procurement type is X. Okay. Now I am changing here to E in ECC system. Yeah. Now changes are done. I have not done any shift transfer. If I check here again, it is transferred to the E system. E. Automatically it was changed. You see the latest updated. This is 303.
Mm-hmm.
Was created at 257 but changed at 303. The procurement type from X to E. So material, whatever the changes you do in EC system will be automatically transferred to the API system. But only condition is that material should be active in the integration model.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, if anything is not coming to the API system means that material is not active in the integration model.
Okay.
You got the point?
Yes. Yes, I got it.
Yeah. So let's first discuss about all these T codes. So we have seen that this is for the creation and generate. This is for activation. The third one is also a activation, but for the background jobs.
Okay.
So if you want to activate a integration model through background job, then this will be used CFM3.
Okay.
Possibly in the background job. Same step what you have done in the CFM2, you can do in the CFM3, but this is only for the background jobs. Okay, we'll discuss later this point, how to define a job in the background job. How to define the activation of the SIF integration model in the background job, we'll discuss in the later class.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, okay, the CFM4. CFM4 is to check display integration model. If I want to see what are there in this integration model, then I can go for a display and show, okay, this is for the materials and it is active.
Okay.
If you want to see the details of the materials, okay, it will show. In this integration model, what is active? Either materials or a PPM or a work center or a plant. What here it is showing number with 2, then it is for the material. Once you click here, it will give the details. So you can check in this integration model what type of master data or transaction you are transferring and what are the elements which are included. That you can see here. The CFM4. This is only for display purpose. And CFM5 this is also a display. But here in the CFM4 to 5 difference is in the CFM4 directly you are checking a particular integration model and you are checking what are included in that integration model. Here the CFM5 is more useful for monitoring or for analyzing any issue or anything. How means, like example, if I have an issue with this material 2321, I want to check whether 2321 is active in the SIF integration model or not. 2321, I will check, okay, material I want to check and I want to check a planned orders. Like example here, the planned order is not coming from API to EC system. First I want to check whether the integration model is active or not. I have checked the materials and planned orders. Materials, once you check this game and just select this line and click on this model, it will give the model name and will show the status. Status is right, means it is in active status. So no problem. I'll check the second one, planned orders. Go to the models. There is no model at all because we have not created. So this is how you can identify if any issues are popping up in SIF. If you want to check whether the particular data is active or not in the SIF integration model, you will come to the CFM file and check that particular data type. Here I checked for the planned orders. There is no integration model. So this could be the reason for not transferring the data from APO to EC system. Just example I am saying. You got the point here? What is the purpose of CFM file?
Is to see what objects I'm include in certain models. In this case, so with the obvious description for the model is for materials, and when you check for planner orders, so there is no planner orders included in this model.
Yes, exactly. So this will sometimes this will give you a brief idea about the issue if any issues are there in the SIF. So the first thing is first you need to check whether the particular data is active in this integration model or not. If it is active, then only the data will be transferred between ECC to APO. So that will check here on.
Okay.
Once it is active, then there could be some other issues. Maybe some other issue in the data. Okay. So we'll this is for the CFM 5, and for the CFM 6 is to change the integration model. If you want to change here, but you can also change in the CFM 1 itself. This is rarely maybe used if you want to go and change this integration model. Okay, this one like that it will show, but generally I will change in the CFM 1 itself, so I will not use this CFM 6 much. Okay, this is okay, just you can ignore the CFM 6, it is not useful much. And CFM 7 is to delete integration model. Delete means not completely deleting an integration model. What we'll use is, this is the status now we have activated. Now if I activate again, another line will come.
Okay.
So daily if I'm activating, daily one line will come here. It will add up. So we no need to keep old data. That's why we just delete the old ones. So to get a clear-cut idea for you, I will activate that material again, CFM1. Choose the integration model because you have saved the variant, so you can choose that one. So this is the material. This is the integration model.
Okay.
The materials. Okay. Select, generate, press enter, and go to the CFM2 and activate again. So the new status is into. Just click on this one and start. Once you click, old status will become as a into. New test status will become yes, but it is not completely yes once because you have not started. Once I start, yeah, it has gone. So again, the material went to the APO system. So if I check in the CFM7 again now, materials logical system and this one. Yeah, there are two lines. The old one is now inactive, the new one is active now.
Okay, the deletion is logical.
Yes, so it will keep on add every time when you activate the integration model.
Okay.
So after 1 month, you will see if you are activating daily once, and after 1 month, you will see 30 lines here.
Okay.
But in the system, we generally will not keep the old data. Maybe last 3 days of data or 4 days lines we may keep, or rest will be deleted.
Okay.
So here this will help us to delete the inactive integration models. Select the inactive integration model once you execute. So here you can give the dates. inactive integration model. If I go delete, so this is the deletion option, but so through which you can delete integration models. Now if you check after deleting, if you check the integration models,
Only
only
one.
one is active.
Uh-huh.
Only one. The
Yeah.
remaining we have deleted.
Deactive.
Like that, you
Okay.
can control. You can delete with some date options. So delete which are older than 3 days. Like that, you can delete to clean up the system.
Okay.
Okay, that is the only purpose we have this one here. So here, like now we have activated a, for these materials we have activated only materials. We'll go to the CFM1 again. Only we have activated. Like that, you can activate transaction data also. Okay, here I want to activate a planned orders for the same materials. Where is the planned order option here? You need to find out here. Okay, this is the planned orders. Check this one. Same way, in the same integration model, you can activate a sales orders, you can activate a purchase orders also, but that is not a correct way. Two reasons are there why we won't activate all of them in one integration. One is, if you try to send all the sales order data, planned order data, and purchase orders data, will try to go at a time. So it may get jam in the SIF. SIF has a limit to transfer the data. So if we try to send all of them at once, it may get jam and it will get stuck. We don't want that. Here we have only two combinations we can easily send, but in real time there will be a huge data will be there.
Okay.
So every time it will take some time to transfer the data for each integration model. That's why we won't activate all of them. And that is, even though you have a capacity, that is not the right way, because you will not have a control. And like example, if you want to transfer only planned orders, but it will try to every time will try to send sales orders also and purchase orders also. That's why we should have only one per integration model.
Object for
So
integration.
here I want to transfer the planned orders. Take this one. Again, you can control in the materials. Here you can give, or here we generally give here itself will control. So here we want to transfer.
Well, so a question. So
Yeah, sure.
if the idea, okay, so as per as I understood, we must to include only one object per integration model. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So when you check the button and you check you tick the checkbox for a planet order, and then the planner order
Yes.
screen appears in the frame at the side of the screen, but the other frame remains there. It should be removed.
Yeah, here other frame means which one?
Remains there.
This one?
No, the other one, the upper one, the materials.
This
So
one?
we don't have materials.
Yeah.
Tick the checkbox.
Aha, here what is it? We already transfer the material.
Yeah.
So that is not required here. Even though we are giving a material because we want to transfer the planned orders for these materials.
Okay, okay. It's like a search criteria. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
Then
we want to transfer planned orders for these materials.
that will be
We can
remains
give
there
the
constantly.
range also.
Okay. For any object will remains there.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So here you can change the now the model name, because this is a planned order, it's not a material. So planned order underscore yes. Planned order and save. Now generate, select this and go for a generate. Now generation is over. Now activate in the CFM2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now they're
Now
an APO.
technically there is no data transfer because we don't have any planned orders till now. But we just make the system ready so that if any planned address comes up in the future in the next sessions,
Okay.
it will transfer between the system.
Okay.
So in the CFM5, if we go now CFM5 again, previously there was no integration model for the planned address. Now if I check materials and planned address again, previously there was no planned address when I checked. Now if I check, it will show okay, there is an integration model with along with this active status. So that's how you can check in the CFM5 whether any integration model active or not for a particular data.
Okay. So from now on, for the planet orders, we don't need to create any integration model again. Only so we already have there the integration model for planet order.
Right.
All the planet orders, so we are creating an ECC, automatically being included in this integration model.
Yeah, whatever the planned orders you create or in ECC or in APO will be transferred to both the system.
Okay.
For these materials.
For the materials. Okay.
Yeah. So in the real time, how it will happen here is for the same integration model will transfer daily. Why? Because here it's already active. You know that these two materials are already active. If you see the materials, example, these materials which are already active. No need to activate this again in the tomorrow. But in real times, even then, we'll activate daily through a background jobs.
Okay.
Why? What is the reason? Because in the real time, instead of giving manually here uh, one by one, what we'll do is we'll give a range. So I want to transfer between 1000 to 5000. This is my range, and this is the for the plant 1000, and this is the material type XO. If I execute, let's see, we got it to 12 materials. So these are the 12 materials which is trying to go to the API system. Okay, so okay, example, we have these 12 in ECC and we'll activate and it will go to the API system. Fine. Again, why we need to transfer tomorrow in the next day, second day? Because in the real time, users will try to create materials oftenly, may not be daily, oftenly they will try to create. So whenever they create, they will not ask us to transfer that material to the API system. They will not ask us because anyhow we are activating this integration model daily. So when you are activating daily, automatically any new material created will be transferred to the API system. To make sure every material created in ECC will be have to transfer to the API system, will activate the integration model daily through the background jobs, maybe daily in the night. So that if any user creates a new material, automatically it will be transferred to the API system.
Okay.
Otherwise, what will happen? He will create a new material and he will expect that material will be available in APO and all the transaction data will be transferred to the between the system. But if you don't activate integration models as a daily jobs, then the data, the newly created materials will not be active in the integration model. So no data will be transferred. then issue will come and user will ask us why this data is not coming to the API system or not coming out of API system.
Okay.
So to avoid that one, we'll activate every day these integration models again and again. You got the point?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So that is the way. So next we can like this. These are the materials and a plan. Just we activated two types, one material and planned orders. Likewise, if you see the master data, what the next master data we require is resources. So if I create the resource in ECC, the decode is CRC1. I'll just create some sample resource. Test 1. These are the PP part. I'm just creating a basic resource. Generally, this resource will be created by the PP module people. Maybe you might be aware of all these things. Have you done this creation of these resources in each system? So generally, these will be created by PP people. We just transfer to the API system. But since I have an idea, I'm just creating with the basic configurations. So this is the capacities will define what type of data you want to transfer. Means what type of formula you are giving.
Okay. 001.
Some this is a material requirement resource. I'm just defining and go to the capacity. Here you can define
Machine.
what here you will define the resource is valid from what is the start date and end date. If I want to start date, if I want to give means start time and end time. So daily how many hours it will work.
Yeah.
So daily it is working 23 hours.
Okay, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, and then if I save, so it is saved. The test SM test 1 is saved. Now if I want to transfer this resource to the API system, again go to the CFM1 and choose integration model. Here we want a source res underscore s. Logical system always same resource. Here the tick, where it is a tick for the resource, here is it will be in the down
resource.
It will be called as a work center.
Work centers.
So here tick here. We need to define a here. This is not a material; it is resource. So separate naming you should give. What is our
SEM test 1, I think so.
Some underscore test 1.
This one.
And I will save first. Resource underscore. Yes. Now create again. Generate. Once you generate, again activate in the CFM2. It's already updated. So activate. Once it is activated, you can check the same in API system. Server. I have to open that again. master data resource. So the yes, is that the one, right?
It's SM underscore test one
Yeah, SM underscore test one.
test one.
So this is a resource, but here in APO the naming convention will change. It will not be the same name. If you see, this is the name we have here. SM test one, even though that one, but it is added with W and 1001 something like this. So W stands for, always it will add with the W for every resource, and along with the, this is the plant name
Okay.
for which location you have created, and this is a version name. Automatically it will be a 01. So the whenever you check in the APO system, it will be this naming convention. So if you don't know, just give a star star, automatically it will come. The
Okay.
remaining here. So just remember the naming convention in APO will be different. Along with the same name what you have in ECC, it will add with the W and then 1000. This is the plant name and this is the version.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this is generally, yeah. So same is available with the same calendar 01, and you can see the timings. So it will be valid from 0 to 24 hours, but 1 hour break is there. The same will come here. Okay.
Once we transfer this resource or work center in ECC, uh, we can do any changes here. I mean, there is a lot of specific data. They are proper for APO. I mean, so you can maintain here, or you have to maintain
Yeah.
from ECC.
Yeah. Generally, it will be in ECC only.
Okay.
So it will update here in API system, because even though you change, when next time it updates from ECC, it will overwrite.
But I see here in APO we have more tab strips, and I figure out we have more fields to maintain that might proper from APO than ECC. Well, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I will explain that one. Tomorrow we can see there are few other things which are you can see here, which you don't see in APO in ECC, but these are all, it will come automatically. No need to maintain manually.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
here, single resource or a single mixed resource, multi mixed or a multi mixed. These things we'll see.
Okay.
And
Fine.
this time, okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll see the next session that we can discuss.
Okay. So
Okay. Is it
Kishori,
fine for today?
yeah, it's fine. So shall we stop for today because I have to leave from the office.
Because I have a next session. It's going to start now. That's why I'm saying.
Okay.
So if you want, we can start early tomorrow.
Okay. For me, it's fine. At what time you plan to start? The 6?
Half an hour early than what we started today. 30 minutes early.
30 minutes early. Okay. You mean 6:30?
Yes. Today
Okay.
you started at 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30 tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we'll start at 6:30 your time.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Fine. Perfect. So now, once we complete this training, this class, this session, so we can follow the Excel that you have.
Sure.
Fine.
Sure.
So then we can assume this is the first class.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Because I'm recording the classes. I have to document what we saw in the
right.
session. So and for me it's important. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Right. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Bye bye.
I quit.